Ten Best Picks presents the top 10 best stovetop espresso makers. Starting at number 10. EOTECH HHS. I've spoken a lot about red dot sights that do not have magnification, but may be used in tandem with a magnifier attachment. These attachments allow you to use your red dot sight with high levels of magnification and usually consist of a flip-out design. These designs allow you to harness the quickness of 1x magnification and also higher levels of magnification with the ease of flipping the attachment into place. Here are a few examples of these. You may find package deals like what EOTECH has to offer in their HHS1 package, or you may find standalone options that can be used with many different types of optics. My review: this is the same setup used by the Special Forces. This setup is incredibly small and lightweight for what it offers. Utilizing only one battery for both pieces is truly genius and allows for a much smaller and compact design. Being able to flip the magnifier easily allows for extremely fast magnification transitioning. This truly is one of the best close-quarter combat optical systems you can use. Period. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. EOTECH EXP-S3. First and foremost, I would like to inform you about buying on Amazon or any other third-party market for EOTECH. EOTECH is one of the most popular branded optics with that comes many knockoff products being flooded into these third-party marketplaces. Please ensure you are buying the real thing by doing your research and choosing trusted sellers. EOTECH products are manufactured in the US, so if the seller is shipping from outside of the US, chances are very high that the product you receive will not be a real EOTECH. EOTECH sights are by far among the most durable and precise sights you can purchase. Their free-floating reticle design allows for true unlimited eye relief. No matter what angle you are looking through the window with, the reticle will be on target. These sights come in a plethora of different categories that are tailored towards specific calibers. Make sure you choose the right one. If you wish to have magnification, you can always purchase an EOTECH magnifier to use with your EOTECH optics. The EXP-S3 is widely regarded as one of the fastest and most reliable target acquisition weapon sights ever made, and it achieves this reputation by utilizing proprietary holographic technology with incredibly clear optics and the coveted 1 MOA 65 MOA dot and circle reticle. Number 8 of my list. Sightmark SM26005. Sightmark was attempting to make something close to an EOTECH at a much lower price point. I think they hit the mark well with this sight. It's not a true holographic optic and doesn't give the same crispness as one, but it also is 1/5 the price and looks just as good. As far as the actual sight goes, it's easy to see in all light situations and is even night vision compatible. The quick detach function is very helpful, much easier than most other sights. 1 hour shut off is nice as we have all probably left sights on by accident and ran down the batteries. However, you just have to be wary that it's possible it'll shut off while using it. The M-spec is constructed of 6061 T6 aluminum and high-quality magnesium alloy, creating an extremely well-polished and super lightweight addition to any firearm, while still maintaining some pretty incredible durability and IP68 waterproofing, enabling it to survive in up to 40 feet of water. In terms of optics, the clarity here actually surprised me and was much better than their previous holographic look-alike models. Coming at number 7. Sig Sauer Romeo 1. You know I'm a huge fan of Sig Sauer already, and for good reason, as they always deliver incredibly high-quality products that seem to be exactly what the doctor ordered if you were to get a prescription for shooting things accurately, that is. The Romeo 1 Mini Reflex embodies everything Sig Sauer stands for. They have a super tactical appearance while still maintaining a level of elegance and style that matches with pretty much anything. The sight itself is nearly indestructible, as Sig knows well by now that their products are being bought to be abused, and as always, you get crystal clear Sig Sauer glass with all the goodies we love from Sig Sauer. Mini reflex sights, also called mini red dots, are gaining popularity because they afford shooters several notable advantages over irons and rifle scopes. Namely, they are compact, fast and versatile. and Sig Sauer's Romeo unit has a few features that make it stand out from the rest. At number 6, AT3 Tactical RD-50. $75? What? Is this thing a toy? Surprisingly, no, it's not a toy. It's actually one hell of a little red dot reflex, and it certainly does its job well. Water and shock proofing is something I wouldn't expect to find on bottom dollar optics, but here we are. A beautiful metal housing with amber lenses and all the proofing you need. This thing feels like a $200 $400 optic, of course. To offer an optic this cheap there were corners that had to be cut, and you won't get the optical clarity or performance of higher-end optics. You can also get this sight on Amazon here with a riser for co-witness with iron sights. Every shooter who has ever tried a red dot sight can never really go back to not using one. Red dots are one of the primary essentials which significantly improves the accuracy and consistency of a shooter. Founded in 2013, AT3 Tactical is one of the major manufacturers and retailers of AR-15 parts, accessories and optics based in Hanover, Minnesota. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Vortex Optics Venom. This is my personal favorite reflex sight for shotguns and handguns under $300. It's made out of aircraft-grade machined aluminum and specifically engineered to withstand the recoil from larger caliber handguns and shotguns. It's incredibly cheap while still offering auto brightness adjustments and extremely high quality. This has to be one of the best all-around reflex sights, and you can use it on basically any firearm that has a mounting system. It looks good, it feels good, and it really does help you shoot good. The Vortex Venom Red Dot has a shockproof exterior and can withstand heavy recoil, even from a shotgun. The single-piece chassis is lightweight and features an O-ring seal. The seal prevents dust, debris, and moisture from entering the device. Another useful feature is that the battery compartment can be found on top of the sight. So, there's no need to remove the optic to replace the CR1632 battery. This eliminates re-zeroing of the optic, saving you ammo and time on the range to focus on the practice you really need instead of adjusting your sight. Opening the compartment is also safe with the case rim slot. Coming in at number 4 of my list, Aimpoint PRO Red. The Aimpoint PRO Patrol Optic was designed specifically for law enforcement and police use. It doesn't have quite as many features and settings as the COM PM4 used by the US Army, but it still features a very crisp 2 MOA red dot and an insanely clear field of view. The Aimpoint PRO is about half the price of the COM PM4 and is overall a better value. That said, COM PM4 does have more features, including 3 more night vision settings and 3 more daytime settings. If you think you might be interested in the COM PM4, you can read more about it in the under $1,000 section of this review. The Aimpoint PRO's always-on function is especially handy for those of you who may need to deploy your firearm at a moment's notice. This scope was made for law enforcement officers and military personnel in mind. If you can afford the $400 price tag, it's what we totally recommend for an optic that just won't quit. If that's a little too much for now, check out our best red dots under $200. At number 3. EOTECH 512. EOTECH is a legendary brand in the firearms accessory industry, and as stated above, EOTECH has a patent on holographic sight technology, which is hands down the best. If you buy an EOTECH sight, most likely you're going to love it, but I want to let you know a couple of things before you purchase one of their optics. After doing a bit of research, I have found that many of their customers, including the US government, have had some misfortune in dealing with them. Of course, technical difficulties in new technology are bound to happen and mistakes can be forgiven, but I wanted to give you the facts and let you decide what to do, what you want with them. You can read the lawsuit news here. Holographic sights aren't nearly as common as traditional reflex or red dot sights, but they offer serious benefits to those who appreciate them. However, finding the right holographic sight can be a tricky affair, especially since there aren't that many to choose from compared to other optic types. In our EOTECH 512 review, we'll examine this holographic sight and see if it's worth your time and money. The EOTECH 512 has a holographic 1 MOA red dot sight with a 68 MOA red ring. Both aspects can be illuminated between 20 different brightness settings. Not only can you manually change the settings using simple controls on the back of the optic, but the reticle is particularly stable since it's projected rather than etched onto glass. Coming at number 2. Sig Sauer SOR52001 2001. This is hands down one of the best red dot sights on the market today, and in my opinion, is probably the best value of any sight you can buy. The Romeo 5 is a fantastic little budget red dot sight, and you don't always get things from Sig Sauer that are affordable along with offering a very clear sight picture. This beauty has some standout features for a sight in this price range. It has motion-activated illumination, which means any movement or vibration will cause the sight to wake up and automatically turn on. This functionality is nice because that means if you accidentally forget to shut the sight off, it will automatically turn off after 15 minutes. That means you won't have a dead battery when you need the sight most because you forgot to shut it off. One of the coolest and most efficient features that both the Romeo 3 and Romeo 5 have is the MOTAC system. It is a motion sensing feature that will turn off the optic after 2 minutes of being idle. After sensing motion, the optic will immediately turn back on at its previous setting. For the Romeo 5, this allows the unit to have a 40,000+ hour battery life, but obviously YMMV depending on use and temperature it is stored at. And number 1. CVLIFE Tactical. If you are a beginner to the shooting world and plan to equip your R15 carbine with an efficient, reliable yet affordable red dot, the CVLIFE Tactical Gun Sight Red-Green Dot Sight might be perfect for you. The CVLIFE 1x 35mm red-green dot gun sight is shipped with a cantilever mount, which fits all 20mm Picatinny and Weaver sections rail. As its name says, this CVLIFE sight includes the green and red dot reticles with 4 different reticle patterns for a more customizable shooting experience. The red dot has 5 illumination intensity settings. Though brightness levels are incredibly bright for both red and green, the brightness level in full sunshine might not be sufficient. As a reliable entry-class gun, CVLIFE red dot comes equipped with windage elevation dials with a click value of 1 MOA per click. A knob for brightness adjusting has a very quiet but tactile bump. This red dot is powered with a single CR2032 battery included in a package. With declared 110 to 220 hours, the battery life is relatively short. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.